It is Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Let's take a ride on the last 50. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizabeth and I am living in the light by documenting my weight loss journey. I'm using Optavia's 5-in-1 program, but that's just what I have chosen in order to reach my goal of losing 150 pounds. I started this last 50 when I hit that 100-pound mark. I am now at 110 pounds, so I have 40 pounds left to go, which is really exciting. And today I am having my very first day of the last week of classes for the school year. So I'm going to teach my last Tuesday class today and work my way through the week, grade the last assignments that get turned in this week, and then I'm done with teaching until the middle of August, which is really nice. So I'm showered and ready for today. My very first fueling is going to be the cinnamon sugar sticks. I'm gonna have this with a nice cup of coffee. I've already had one cup, gonna have my next cup, and I'm gonna start on my first 40 ounces of water. So I will see you back here in a little bit for fueling number 2. I have several very valuable kitchen tools, valuable not necessarily financially, but that save me so much time and so much energy in the kitchen. One of them is my crock pot, and I'll show you another one here in just a minute. Today I'm going to make Crockpot Cacciatore. Now today I'm using chicken thighs, which is in the lean category, which means I get 5 ounces and no healthy fat, because chicken thighs already have lots of fat in them. Before I show you the ingredients though, can I invite you to just scroll down just a little bit, hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me. It's a small way that you can support me and support my channel, support my journey. It also helps my videos to show up on other people's YouTube feeds who are looking for healthy recipe videos. So if you could support me in that way, I would really appreciate it. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would be honored if you would hit that subscribe button and watch more of my healthy videos that are some of them specifically related to those on the Optavia program. But things like my lean and green with me recipes, these are just great healthy recipes. No magical special ingredients in them. They are just low fat, low carb, great for keto, gluten-free. Most of them Whole30 friendly. This one in particular is Whole30 friendly. And that way it doesn't matter what plan you're on, whether you're on a plan or not. If you're just looking for some healthy recipes, that will be helpful to you. Let me start by telling you the ingredients that I'm going to use. I'm going to start with 40 ounces of raw, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And this is going to cook down to 30 ounces. I am making 6 servings. So what I'm going to provide is a recipe for 6. If you're on Optavia and you need to know for your lean and green, this is making 6 servings. I am also going to use a half of a cup or 1.76 ounces of sliced green onion. And just a little pro tip for you, when I buy green onions, I will, especially when they're on sale, I'll buy several bunches that look really good, and I'll just take my kitchen shears, another very valuable tool, a really good sharp pair of kitchen shears, and I will just slice them up. And then I keep them in the freezer, so you don't have to do anything special to them. Just slice them up, throw them in a Ziploc bag, throw them in a plastic container. I keep little containers like this because a container like this much is a half of a cup. And it's perfect for this recipe. So this is the rest of a bunch of green onions that I will be putting into my container that I have in the freezer and just adding to that container. So there's 1.76 ounces or 1 green of sliced green onions. I have 5 1/4, which is 1 cup of diced green peppers. And I did these in fairly big pieces because this is going to cook in the slow cooker and I want there to still be a little bit of pepper texture in there. The same kind of pro tip for the green peppers is you can also, especially with this season of starting to plant vegetables, if you've got lots of peppers, those you can also dice up, throw in Ziploc bags or containers raw. toss them in the freezer, and then you have them to add to recipes, which is great. Not great to use them like as a fresh pepper on a salad, but if you're using them in a recipe that calls for diced peppers, pulling them out of the freezer, perfect. Throwing in with a roast or with a soup or in a chili is a great way to do that. So that's a great way if you've can find a good deal on peppers or you grow your own. That's an option. Hot peppers work the same way. I'm going to mince up 3 cloves of garlic. I have 2 really big ones and 1 small one on purpose just because those ones are really big. I am going to use 3 cups of crushed tomatoes. So that is almost this whole can. The rest of it I'll throw in a little container and freeze it because it'll be about 1/4 cup, which will count as a green, or I can just add it to my marinara when I make that. I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of balsamic. I'm gonna divide that out. So I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon in the crock pot and then the other tablespoon when I get ready to serve it. I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of basil, and all of that is gonna go into the crock pot. And then when I serve it, I am going to use zucchini noodles. That's an unusual one for me because I'm not huge on zucchini noodles because they tend to be a little watery. I'm gonna try doing them in a skillet today with just a little bit of cooking spray and see if that will help to keep them from being too watery. I might not cook them completely so that they're mushy because that's one of the reasons why I don't like them. And I'm also gonna use some Parmesan cheese at the end. So if you're doing Whole30, just leave the Parmesan cheese out. I think that's it on my ingredients. Let me just double check my recipe here. That is it. So what I'm going to do is throw everything into my crock pot. So I'm gonna start with the chicken. This is still slightly frozen. I took it out last night from the freezer, but that's okay. It will thaw the rest of the way in the crock pot when it cooks. And I froze this one. The bag was, if you buy from Costco and you have to cut those little pouches apart, every once in a while you get the edge. That's what I did with this one. So I'm gonna dump the chicken in there. I'm gonna dump in my green peppers, my green onion, my other favorite kitchen tool, if you haven't seen one of these before, microplane. I've showed it before. It is a great way to both mince garlic and zest a lemon or a lime or an orange. If you are trying to get zest, it gets it nice and fine. Just you'll learn how to do this, and since it's gonna cook, I'm just gonna put that whole thing in there. You'll learn how to slow down when it gets close to your fingers so that you don't grate your fingers because it can be really sharp. You'll kind of get a feel for it. And I just grate it until I can start to feel it in my fingers, and then the rest of it I'm gonna throw in here. Now, if I was going to just saute this, I probably wouldn't throw the last little bits in, but this is gonna cook down all day. Get rid of that because that's a little piece of skin that I missed. Not my skin, garlic skin. And then I'm gonna open my tomatoes. I think I really need a new can opener. This one's giving me fits now. But this Xylus can opener, I think I got it at Target. I might have gotten it from Amazon. But I'm gonna put most of this can, leaving behind about a 1/2 cup in the can. That's probably good. And then I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of basil. And then 2 teaspoons of oregano. and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And get good balsamic vinegar. It may be a little expensive, but you don't use that much of it. It'll take you a while to go through a bottle. You want the kind that's nice and thick and syrupy. The most expensive one you can afford to buy, I would encourage you to get. Especially if you really want to boost up the flavor and make sure that you get a good amount of flavor in there. Hang on. I'm gonna just kind of get this down a little bit into below the chicken. And then I'm gonna pop the lid on here. You can do this on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on low because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've got all day for this to cook. So this is gonna sit here and cook away. And then I'll be back later today to talk to you about the next step for finishing up this recipe. I've already had to take off one shirt because it was just too big for me and put on a sweater because it's a little chilly today. So fueling number 2 is the apple cinnamon oatmeal. I am going to enjoy this, start my work day. It's very filling, it is long lasting, and I will see you back here for fueling number 3. So once again, I'm an epic failure at doing this whole vlog thing. I showed you my oatmeal. Then I had, for fueling number 3, I had the sour cream mashed potatoes, but I did it in my thermos with a whole cup of boiling water, let it sit there, and had potato soup, so that was really yummy. Fueling number 4 was really good. This is a great combination, and you all can do this. It is taking the golden pancake, and it works with the golden pancake or the golden chocolate chip pancake, and any shake mix that you want. Combine those with 6 tablespoons of water, divide it between 2 ramekins, or you can make 2 waffles. It might actually make 4 waffles, and I would lean towards making 4 waffles instead of trying to do it in 2 big ones, because sometimes that overflows. If you air fry it in the ramekins, it is 375 for 15 minutes, or you can waffle it and make waffles, and you can do any flavor. So they were super delicious. I had the dark chocolate covered cherry, whatever, and so I did that. So it was almost like a piece of chocolate cake. It was so good. So that was fueling number 4 for me. I have chicken cacciatore in my crock pot cooking, and I have a class to teach. This is my last Tuesday class of the year, so I'm excited about that. These students will turn in their last writing assignment today, and hopefully I'll get that back to them in a couple of days. Say a little prayer for my sweet Taylor, who has a fever, and I may not get my Taylor day tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But I will be back here to show you dinner, and then fueling number 5. And, but I'm gonna go teach my class. I'll see you in a bit. The last few steps of this recipe, super easy. I used my spiralizer, and I spiralized 1 3/4 pounds of zucchini, and I put those with just a little nonstick spray in my frying pan that has a cover on it. And I threw those in there. I'm letting them start to steam a little bit, and then I will saute them until they're cooked. I pulled most of the chicken out of the sauce here, and all I'm gonna do is, it is super tender, and I'm just gonna take my tongs and work it around until I've broken this up into small pieces. Remember, this makes 6 servings. So I started out with 2.5 pounds of chicken thighs. It is all shredded up, and I'm just gonna add it back into the sauce. And then what I'm gonna do, just to make sure that I am dividing this about as evenly as possible, is I am going to put this on my scale and put this on my scale and put the chicken into the bowl and weigh the bowl and divide it by 6. So I could estimate pretty much, but I'm actually going to weigh it just to make sure that I get it evenly distributed. It's gonna be super good. I will show you after I saute the zucchini noodles how it looks plated all together with a serving of zucchini and a serving of the chicken cacciatore. So the last bit is 3 ounces of the zucchini noodles for my serving, and I measured out and it came out to be about 11 ounces, 11 and a half ounces of the cacciatore per 6 servings. So I've got those all divided out. I'm gonna add the 1 tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to enjoy this for my tasty lean and green. I hope glasses are off, hair's up in a ponytail. I'm actually in bed. I always eat my last fueling of the day in bed while I'm watching Netflix videos. And my last fueling is my favorite, and I haven't had it for a while. It is the cinnamon cream cheese swirl cake. Let me move this out just a little bit. I cook mine in the air fryer, and so I look forward to having that. Sometimes I get crumbs in bed. That's okay. So that is what I have today, and hopefully I'll get to see Taylor tomorrow. She was feeling a little better this afternoon. They think her fever broke, but they're still going to take her to the doctor in the morning. So after I teach my class, I'll head over there and hopefully get in some snuggles and playtime with her. Maybe she'll be feeling a little bit better. So there's my day, day 310. I've got several videos. I'm so excited that I'm back feeling like I want to make videos, and I've got lots of good ideas, some yummy recipes coming up. If you have recipes that you want me to make, drop some comments in the comments box down below. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.